Okay, I see that there's somebody out there. Hi, Kimberly. Hey, Janet. I'm going to start just by chatting and playing in my Painty paper book. It's been a long day, so I need something that's not stressful. It's making a video for my 30-day challenge that Aunt Bet gave us to do a project every day and use up our stash. And I'm for some reason decided I needed to add to that, like that wasn't enough, and decided I was going to do a video every day this month. So, wow, I didn't realize how extra that is. Well, thank you, Kim Marie. Hi, Ruth and Danny, Franna, Tasha, Kathleen, Kathy, um, Janet. I'm glad to see all of you. Hi, Rose. I'm glad you're here. Just lurk away. Lurk away, Rose. We're okay with that. It's good to know that you're able to be here, though. Oh, did you? You just got these? I got these, I guess, a week and a half ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. I don't know. Dollar Tree. Um, they didn't have the bird one when I was there. They had a butterfly one, but I didn't like it as good as these because they were all just complete like this. But they were butterflies. There wasn't any of the different kind, and so that's why I got this. But I figured this was enough. It's not like I don't have any stencils anyway. Hi, Linda. Hi, Susan. I'm glad to see all of you here, and I'm glad so many of you are chatting. Oh, well, I'm sorry you didn't get a notification. I never got one for Mary Friday night. Um, and I don't know what the deal is. I even unsubscribed and resubscribed and rang the bell again, hoping that would help. But I don't know. Hi, Patricia. It's good to see you. So I'm just going to play here a little bit. I put some of these markers. They're Alex brand creamy crayons that I got at the thrift store. Whoever bought these bought them at FAO Schwartz and paid $10 for them. I bought them at the thrift store and paid $2 for them. So anyway, I thought I would play a little bit in this book while I'm just kind of relaxing and chatting. I'm going to do the it didn't, when I was making my that file folder journal cover, it really didn't work out very well. I was disappointed, but I'm gonna do this different, so I'm hoping that it'll work good. I know this works with gelatos, so we'll see if these work as well as the gelatos. I'm just gonna put a few colors on, and then we'll see what happens. Hi, Suze. I'm glad you're here. I'm going to go all the way around the edge with this one. Need to get out some wax paper. I just got started and didn't do that. Okay, I know I have some here somewhere. I don't know. We'll get out a new one. Hi, Azure. It's good to see you. Hi, Jerry. I'm glad you made it. Did you get a notification? Some of the other girls didn't get a notification. Hi, Vicki. Okay, I'm going to try the diaper wipe technique and see if this will work. Uh, yeah, see, this is kind of what I was wanting to happen with my glue stuff that I was using yesterday, and it didn't work out. I'm really liking that. Easy as that. You got a painty page. I do think I want to see if I can add a little bit more of this in here. Oh, okay, good. Well, I'm glad you could pop in while you're waiting on your video, Vicki. I do that sometimes too. And then I have to pop back out so I can take care of it. So I understand what that's like. Okay, I'm happy with that. I even like that the, you know, stuff's just showing. Oh, and I got a pretty napkin. Oh, hi, Mary. Hi, Becky. I'm glad y'all are here. Hi, Linda. I'm going to draw this a second and I can turn the page. I don't think I'm going to have to worry too much about these things sticking. I'm going to give y'all a little bit of a teaser. Hi, Ruth. Tomorrow's journal for my use what you got challenge thing is to do a melted crayon painting. I looked in between other stuff today. I looked trying to find the video where I had seen that done, and it's been a couple of years since I did it, but I couldn't find the one that I'd seen before. I saw a lot of different kinds of ways to paint with melted crayons, but not the one that I had seen before. But I'm going to go ahead and just do the best I can with what I remember, and we'll see what happens. So that will be interesting. Okay, I'm going to go on and do another page kind of like that. And I'm going to do, I think I'm going to do, I'm going to do, I don't know. I hate making decisions. Let's look at this one real quick. Is that copper? I don't know if it's brown or copper. I'm trying to, I don't know. Can't tell. We're going to use it. I guess it's brown. We'll just use it around the edges then. It's kind of a coppery brown, but if I can get it down in the sun melted it. Well, that's cool. That's a lot easier than gluing your crayons down and using your blow dryer or your heat gun, which is what I've seen people do. The way I'm going to do it is to use a glue gun. And I've seen people whittle their crayons down so they would fit inside the glue gun. I'm not going to go to that much trouble. The lady I watched, she just held the crayon up to the tip of the glue gun and just painted with it like that. So that's what I'm going to try. So don't expect anything amazing, because I'm not that great of a painter to begin with. And then to paint with a glue gun and a crayon, that's really going to be interesting. But I'm going to do it because I've wanted to do it a long time. Every time I see crayons at the thrift store, I think, I need to buy those and do that. And so I buy those, and then I don't do that. So I've got like 4 sets of crayons that I need to use. So yeah, that's hot weather. I agree. I'm glad we're not that hot here. We've only been in the 90s. And we've had a lot hotter days, so I'm happy with 90s. I'm going to put some of this gold in here. The neat one of the neat things about this book is that you don't feel like you can't try things, you know, color combinations and things that you wouldn't do before. Oh, I lost chat. Okay. Don't forget to put your crayons in the freezer first. Why do you put them in the freezer, Clara? Hi, by the way. I didn't realize you were here. Why do you put your crayons in the freezer? What does that do? How does that make it better? Because I hadn't heard about that. That's cool, interesting information. I need to know. The crayon, oh, these are these Alex 12 creamy crayons. And it says use a wet paintbrush for a creamy watercolor effect. I got these at the thrift store for a couple of dollars. They melt faster. Okay. I'm just No, I am going to use Crayola crayons for the melted crayon thing. I thought she was asking what kind of crayons I was using right now. But I am going to use the Crayola crayons for the melted crayon painting. So if anybody has any other tips, I'll be glad to hear them. Hi, Susan. I can't remember if I said hi to you or not, but hi again if I did. Oh. Hi, Arlene. I'm glad you're here. Yeah, let's stick red in the middle. All right. Let's get out a new paintbrush. Woo! Well, that's not working to go up and down. You need to go around the same way you put them in, or they end up mixing. Of course, I guess that's okay. We could let them mix. This does kind of feel like it's like you're wasting stuff, because a lot of it comes off on this on the wipe. So I guess you can use the wipe for something too. But I like how muted it is and being able to see through it. I think that's great for a first layer. Hi, Jen. Glad to see you. Hi, Sue. Hi, Deborah. Didn't want to miss you. The chat might move and I would lose it. I may have to do some of these for my painted papers for the swap because I'm really liking this. I thought I'd do several sets of them, and then we could come back in with a stencil and some other kind of paint and add something to them. Thank you, Janet. Okay. I think I'm going to try doing kind of a plaid-ish thing here. I guess I need to go all the way to the edges. That would probably be better. Everything I do is ish. It's not precise. Although I love precise and wouldn't mind having, doing stuff that's more precise. But I'm not wanting the stress of having to make it that way. So. You're going to do some fuzzy cutting, Mary? What fuzzy thing are you cutting? Ish is more fun. I agree, Jerry. Okay, I want to do colors that'll go together, okay, because I know that that this is gonna this is gonna mix. We've already seen that. I think I'm gonna use a different color to go across. Not do both of them. Oh, fussy cutting. Okay. I understand, Mary. I'm kind of on low myself, but y'all energize me. So you help me get my energy back when y'all all come in and you're so happy to see each other and to all be here. That makes me get my energy back. All right, let's see what happens with this one. One reason I want to use the wipes to do this and not a paintbrush is because the wipes don't get it as wet. So, hi Tanya, it's good to see you. That's probably my problem too, Arlene. Not very much patience. That's probably it. Ooh, look at that. Ish turns out really good in this way. I'm going to do this one this way. Well, I really like that. And get that crease not to be so flat. Hi, Holly. It's good to see you. Let's try this one a little bit, and we'll do one more, and then we'll go back and do some other stuff. Isn't that great? Doesn't that look fun? Okay. I need to find a place to sit that It's a little safer. Okay, let me get another piece here. All right, let's put that in there. Probably don't even need it, but ooh, I like the picture on this one. So let's just do something that won't. We'll just do a solid. How about this gold? That'd be fun. I'm not sure if I'm going to have enough baby wipes to last out the month either. When I found out about this, I thought I should go get some before August 1st, but I didn't think to do it. So, okay, and I'm going to do a border around this page and then do some other stuff. Maybe just blues, so it'll kind of go with that page. I'm not an anchovy person, but I like the picture. Let's do this light blue. It's similar. That's true. Wipes are for a lot of things. I mostly use mine, or at least this kind, for art, though, I have to be honest. Okay. I'm going to try to use, at least on this page, use this one so I don't have to be quite so wasteful, maybe. Let's go on up into the gold some and make some green. I like that. Now we're going to have to stop or I'm going to run out of baby wipes. Yeah. Well, I don't use the antibacterial wipes, but and I guess I don't like anything that's got, Clorox and stuff like that in it, the chemicals in it. But I guess I might do something with these. I need to lay them out and let them dry, not throw them in the trash. I mean, that's some beauty there, right? I need to do one of those things where they make flowers out of them or something. Okay. These are a little bit damp, but I'm going to go on back to the first one and do some stenciling. Whoops, come back here. Okay. All right. I'm going to use these 3 stencils because they're sitting here and I haven't used them before and I think they'll be fun. So I'm going to try to decide what I'm going to do with them. I don't know whether to go ahead and use some more of these crayons or use acrylic paint. What do y'all think? Use the crayons again or use acrylic paint for the stencils. These are those jot stencils from Dollar Tree. Janet says paints. I'm inclined to agree with her, but I'll wait and see what other opinions I get. Where'd I put that? Oh, there. Okay, everybody says paint, so that's what we're going to do. Let me put these up. Okay, move this over. I think this looks like a, oh, but the star, I'm going to use silver. That'll make the stars show up. If I have a silver here. Here's one. Sterling silver, folk art, trusted quality enamels, it says. We have 3 Dollar Trees in town, and they never have the same stuff. You'd think one truck would come deliver to all 3 of them, but no. So it's weird. Okay, I need a palette. I'll just use this because I know myself. I'm not going to stick them back in there anyway. Put some silver out here, and let me get a sponge. Where are they? Oh, I was prepared. I set the sponges right over here beside me. I'm not usually that prepared. Yeah, we have 2 of them that have a frozen food section, and one of them has a refrigerated section. The other one doesn't, but it's ours do pretty good on the craft items when they're stocked. They just aren't always. One of them, the one that's closest to me, of course, used to be really great. It had lots of stuff, and they got a new manager, and it was not a good thing. So for about 3 years, it was bad, and I think they're finally trying to get their act together in that store again. But it's the one I have to go to the most often just because it's here, you know, and I can't, I don't have time to go all the way across town just to go to Dollar Tree. So I go to other ones if I happen to already be somewhere else. I think my stencil moved. I think I like that. That's cute. I've got one of those notifications. It's so irritating. Okay. Yeah, our Tuesday morning, it's not that great. The craft aisle's not that great. Sometimes they have some really cool stuff, but it's not typical for them to have a whole lot. But I go look anyway, but not this month. I haven't even been to the thrift store since August 1st. And that's unusual for me. My kids are not sure they like this. My son says, well, you don't have to look at craft stuff. I said, yeah, but if I see it, I can't buy it. I don't want to go and see something that would be great and I can't buy it. So, hi, Kimberly. I'm glad you're here. Okay, let's start with it up here this time. It's bouncing. But I'm liking the silver on this. I don't know if y'all can really see them or not. I'll show them to you when I get them done. Oh, slipped. I'm going to have to get out a little bit more paint to finish it. Let me get out a little bit more so I don't have to stop in the middle. Yeah, everybody's called Becky so she can watch now. I have I don't even bring my phone out here with me most of the time. It's out here right now, so I hope nobody calls. But normally I don't even bring it out here. If somebody calls, somebody in the house has to talk to them, or they get ignored, one or the other. But sometimes my kids come out. My son hates to come out when I'm making a video or streaming. And I have this thing I made for the door that says, recording in progress. And I made it for him so he won't come in if he's going to be, petrified, horrified at having to talk to me while I'm doing a video. But my daughter comes on in. She doesn't worry about it. And the dog. Don't forget the dog. He comes in because my daughter comes and lets him in. But all right, let's hold this up where you can see it maybe. If I can get yeah. I like that. I think that turned out well. And now I've got extra silver paint, so I'm going to have to use it somewhere else. Let me dry it a little bit so I can turn the page. Okay, Becky, I got a question for you. I've got something I'm wanting to send you. And would a part of a bath mat work? Let me show you something. Like this? Would a piece of it that'll fit in an envelope with some other stuff work? I'll send this in with what else I'm going to send you. I'm going to put it in one of those, what do they call, flat rate envelopes so that it won't, all right, I'll stick that in with it. Excuse me. So I won't have to worry about what it weighs. But I'm not going to show you the other thing I'm sending. It'll have to be a surprise. I think you'll like it, though. Oh, goodness, y'all, I'm so sorry. Let me get a drink. All right, I'm going to get a cough drop, too. Maybe that'll help. What's wrong with your back, Susan? No, it's Patricia. What's wrong with your back, Patricia? The chat moved just as I was trying to figure out whose name I was reading. These look like big eyes. You want me to put? I need to put some big eyelashes. No, robot eyes. That's what they look like. Well, I'm going to put some flowers on these robot eyes. And let's see. Let me use one of my painty papers. My painty wipes and clean this a little bit. I don't usually clean my stencils, but I have a wipe. Might as well add a little more paint to it. Okay. Let me find a place to lay those where they're not in the way. You'd think I'd have a place. Okay. Shocked and surprised eyes. Yeah. Well, we're going to turn them into a garden or something instead. But I don't think I was thinking about using the silver again because I've still got a bunch. But I think I'll just leave it for a minute and I might decide I want to use it on a different page. And I'm going to use something bright for flowers on this page. How about this Regal Red Metallic? That sounds good. Okay, let's get this up here out of the way. This really looks like a really reddish copper. That's probably why I like it so much. Because I like copper almost as much as Mary likes gold. Okay. I have to tell you, ladies, next Monday night is my birthday. And my mom wants me to come eat supper at her house. So I'm going to try, if my brother, he happens to be going to be in town already, if he can come at 6 and he can't come at 5:30, then we'll do it at 6 instead of 5:30. If we do it at 5:30, I can be here at 7 like normal. If we do it at 6, I might be late. So I'm just telling you in advance that next week I might be late. My mom kind of laughed at me when I said, well, can we do it at 5:30? Because I have to stream at 7. She said, you don't have to. I said, well, my friends are going to be there. So it's my birthday. I want to spend it with my friends. But I'm going to spend it with my family first and then my friends. So I've got my priorities in order. Oh, thank you, Jerry. Oh, good night, Ruth. Thank you, Janet. I appreciate that. Let's turn it this way and get a little bit different pattern down here. It's kind of hard to read chat and look down here. Oh, I missed some of it. Oh, well, that's all right. Bring you some cake. Well, I don't know if there's going to be anything left over. Um, since we've started eating ketogenic, we don't eat cake. But I told my mom, she was said, I was going to buy you that um, chocolate cake you like from Belmar Bakery with the fudge and the cinnamon. And I told her it was my party. I was going to eat cake. And so I'm going to eat me some chocolate cake. But most of the time, I don't eat cake anymore. So if I have any left over, I'll bring it. My son has to work, so he can't be there. So I have to save a piece for him. No, go back. Can't tell if I got it back and lined up or not. But anyway. Painty papers. It doesn't have to be perfect, which is one of the reasons I love them so much. They look good no matter what you do. Oh, that's why that one wasn't coming out, because the little piece wasn't punched out. Okay, finally figured that out. Now that we're almost through with this page. Hi, Kim. I'm glad you're here. I bet that was fun. I was reading Jerry's comment to Janet. Of course you do, Janet. You're a New Yorker. Now, I have no idea what she was talking about. Oh, the cannolis. Okay. But it reminded me of a joke, or a little story, I guess, that the a lady that does spinning videos, and I just love her spinning videos. Her name's Rita Buchanan. And so while she's spinning, she's talking, about her life and everything. She tells this story because she's a New Yorker. And she says there's this farmer who had a pig, and he had an apple tree, and he would pick his pig up and he would hold it up there and let the pig eat an apple off the tree. And then he'd walk around and he'd let the pig eat an apple off the tree on the other side. And this guy watched him do this, for a few days. And he finally stopped and he said, there's apples all over the ground. It would, and if you want fresh ones, it would be so much easier just to shake them down and let that pig eat off the ground. It'd be a lot faster. And the farmer looks at him and says, well, what's time to a pig? She was saying people called her a lucky pig because she got to do what she wanted, which is spin yarn. Anyway, somehow that story just came into my head when I saw you say that. I thought it was a cute story. What's time to a pig? Okay, let me dry this. Hi, Spanky. Hi, Bootsy. I'm glad to see both of you. I'm working in my painty paper book. We're gonna do that, and then we'll work on the fabric journal next. But I haven't done anything in here since the last time I worked in it on the live stream, so I thought I need to get busy and get something done. Okay. And then I've got this one that's hearts. So I think I'll put the hearts on here. And I want something that'll show up. Oh, I lost my chat again. Good grief, I hate it when that happens. Yes, Tanya, you need to make a painty paper book. What color hearts should I put on it? Oh, that's one shouldn't be out there. I've got all my paints that need to be used up over in a box over here, and this one was in the box, but it's still brand new, so I need to take it out of the box and use the other ones first. Okay, Lisa, go get ready for some fun. Lime green or orange? Oh, that would be good too. Let's do that. I like the lime green idea. I have this green that's kind of metallic-y, and then I have this one. So left hand or right hand? Left hand. Okay. Oh, there's my dog. Let me let him in. Come on. Yeah, lay down. No, lay down. Right over there. Not under my feet. Yeah, that's good. Right there. Okay. Oh, he'll come lay right under my feet if I don't make him lay down before he gets there already. Cubby, don't chase that fly. Okay, I'm going to make you go outside if you do. That makes too much noise. Thank you. He chases flies like he's a little puppy, and he's 9 years old. Oh, okay. Go get a shower, Spanky. Those are important. Okay. Let's do these. Oh, yeah, this is going to look good. Great idea. Trying to hold it down on the edge of a book is not so easy. Yeah, that looks cute. That looks cute. Hi, Susie Q. It's good to see you. Let's do something from the middle here. I was just looking at this and thinking, I don't know why I thought it had to put these all over the page. I really don't. I could just do a few here and there, but no. I'm putting them all over the page. Oh well. Oh, I'm glad you're not at work tonight. It's more fun to play. Let's do it like this. Oh. Woo. Okay. Oh, well, I'm glad you came on over here. You can watch that other thing anytime. That was a fun project. Did not turn out anything like what I had in my head as far as the way the cover would look, but I like it okay. It's just not what I was thinking I was going to get. I was thinking that those crayons would smear kind of like they did on here, and they didn't do that. So you're halfway. Well, nice thing about YouTube videos, they'll still be there tomorrow. Woo. Okay. Ugh, I got lime green hands. Let's try this a little bit. Janet, I've done a masking tape technique. I don't know if it's the same one you're talking about, but where you put masking tape all over, a bunch of little stripes or whatever, and then you paint, and then you take off some of them, and you paint again, and take off some more, and paint again, and take off some more. Is that what you're talking about? No, now you need to, well, you got to tell me. Tell me what you're talking about. I don't know if I've done it or not, but I have done that one. I have done it a few times, Susie Q. I've reused them, cut them out, and put the plastic side up on a page, cut stuff out of it, where you crunch it up as you put. Oh, um, I have not done that one. I did something sort of like it, if I can remember where I put it, to my ABC journal, the Mary Mystery #1. Let me look real quick. I don't know if I can find it. I'm not going to look very long, but if I can find it quick, I'll show you. Oh, well, it wasn't where I thought it was. Okay, we've got one more page over here to add stuff to. And, woo, gonna get in my palette. And I don't know what to add to this one. I don't think I want to add any of those stencils to it. See if I have another stencil just sitting around I can use. You know, because I didn't put it up like I was supposed to. Here we go. We'll use this one. Oh. And I'm going to do, I think I'm going to do the lime green. Right there and right here. And if we can get this one to work. Don't know if I can hold that down and hold the book up at the same time, but I'm going to try. Okay, there's that one. Oh, thanks, Janet. I'll look at it when tomorrow or something when I go back and read all the stuff I missed in the chat. Last week, I missed a ton of stuff. I couldn't believe it when I went back. I did. I love this stencil for corners of pages. I like that. I think that's all it needs. What is my plan with this journal? Oh my goodness, Jerry, I don't know for sure. It was supposed to be, when I started it, you know, a Painty paper journal, so you could just take out pages and give them in Painty paper swaps or use them for collage or whatever. But I'm having so much fun just making the pages. It may just be a Painty paper book that I just look through and smile. I don't know. I don't know. Right now, I would find it hard to take any of the pages out. Yeah, I love that stencil too. And I have no idea who made it or anything. You weren't here, I don't think, Jerry, when I did my first few pages. So I'll go back and show you those real quick. I haven't done this. I've only done this one other time. So there's my first page or pages. And then I did that one. Not as excited about how that one turned out, but, and then this one. I don't know if you can see the turquoise hearts on it. But I like how the pages stuck and there was orange underneath on the, you know, on the book pages, and it shows up. through that. I like that. And then I did an illuminated border on this page like Mary does and Janet does. I think Tanya does those too. And then I've done these from tonight, and that's pretty much all I've done so far. But it's a big book, so it's going to take me a while to get through it. So I may not decide what to do with it till I get finished. Yeah, I like that you can experiment in it too, and you don't, that's what it is. It's just ideas, and I don't have to worry about it being for something specific, so I can just play and have fun, and I enjoy that. Okay, let's get some of this green off my hands. I can't seem to keep them clean, which is, fine. That's normal. The problem is I can't stand the feel of that stuff on my hands, and so I get them really dirty, and then I have to clean them off or I go nuts. So, okay, let's move this out of the way. And get my paint off here. I don't want to get my paint on my fabric journal. Let's layer those so they won't stick to each other. Okay. I may not need this, but I'm gonna. Oh, there's silver I got to do something with. Got to do something with that silver. Let me get my wipe off hook. I only have about 10 things that I wipe paint off in. That someday when they get full of paint, I'm going to turn them into art journals. But for now, I just fill them up. Move on to another one. I've got 3 that I think are pretty full. They're not as big as this one, though. They're made out of catalogs. This one's a lot more like a real book. It's a guide to biology lab book. But it was in poor shape, so I wasn't going to send it on to someone else to use. So, okay. All righty. Let's move that now. Get rid of those. And clean my hands again so I won't get it on the fabric. Oh, I lost chat again. Good grief. Are y'all still there? Okay. Okay, Tanya. Just listen. That's okay. We're glad that you are able to do that much. Good luck with your bead showcase. All right, I'm almost cleaned up. Make sure there's nothing on here. I've been cutting file folders and stuff on there today. But I don't usually do anything that gets it dirty. But it looks like some paint got on it from some time. Okay. We're going to work in fabric journal now. And I have an idea. I don't know if it's going to turn out good or bad, but my idea is to use this and this and this. Can you have any idea what I'm going to do with it? They don't look like they go together, do they? And it may not look like it goes together when I get done, but we're going to do it anyway. What I'm going to do is make a collage. I'm going to have, if I can find I'm going to have some blue sky and some green grass and a tree. And then I'm going to use some fabric markers. Actually, I probably ought to do that first. Use the fabric markers on here and kind of make this tree prettier and more decorative. So we'll do that first, and then we'll go. This is the page I did last week. I still haven't written my stuff on there. I need to do that. And then we skip this page because I want to glue it together. So we'll do our collage over here. I don't know yet if it's going to end up being one page or two. So thank you, Susie Q. This is a project I've wanted to do for a long time, but it took me a while to get my courage up. Tanya McGuire sent me this big piece of lace in a Happy Mail, and I thought, okay, now I'm going to do it. And so I made me a couple of signatures out of some sheets that it was one sheet, and I tore it into fourths, and then I dyed it. Then I tore it into strips and made a book out of it. So that's what we're going to do tonight. But I think I'm going to paint with my fabric markers on this first. I need to get it out of here. I've never tried to fussy cut fabric before, so this is probably not going to be a very well done fussy cut job. I'm just doing an approximate fussy cut anyway. I'm leaving a little bit of a border. I figure if it's got a border, it'll look at least like I did it on purpose than if I mess it all up. So it's kind of hard to cut on a fussy cut on fabric because you can't hold it very easily. I'm sure some of you have probably done it and you've got a knack or a way figured out to do it well, but I haven't done it before, so I think I'm going to go ahead and go like that. And I'm going to go up in here a little bit too so that this bush can be, let's round that bush off a little bit. There we go. We can have the bush in front. There we go. But I think I want to make it a little bit more vibrant of a tree. So we'll see. Okay, let me catch up on chat for a second. My thumb hurts. It's amazing how when you're left-handed and you use right-handed scissors, those little skinny ones like that can make your thumb hurt. Yeah, do one, Kim. Just get you a sheet and tear it up and make a book out of it. I sewed my signatures just with a ribbon And then I used score tape to put the cover on. And I just used glue to put this down. I didn't even sew it. I will sew some of them, but I'm going to glue tonight too, since it's a collage. But it's really fun. Okay, let me get out those fabric markers real quick. Okay, a friend gave me these for my birthday last year. She gave me a really pretty bag too. It's in the house, or I'd show it to you, that she made. She quilted it, and then she gave me this. It was, the front of it was canvas, and she had quilted joy on it, and she was wanted me to color the joy, and I just couldn't. I was so afraid I'd mess it up. I said, I'll use those for something else, but I'm not touching this. I'm just going to keep it like it is. Oh. Okay, let's see if we can make this a more vibrant tree. I hope I don't ruin it, because I don't have another tree like it that'll fit on the page. Okay, let me see. I agree, Jerry. How can fabric not be fun? Yeah, I actually, a while back, when I was feeling so crummy, and I just knew I couldn't sit at the sewing machine, so I got rid of pretty much all my fabric. So what I've got now is just little pieces of stuff I picked up at the thrift store, and so I've got all kinds of different fabric, just not very much of it, each one. So it's not enough to make a garment or anything, but it's really fun to play with. So I'm enjoying that. Oh, am I buffering? I can't tell. Here it looks great. I don't know. I'm sorry. You could try, I'm streaming in HD. If you try up in your level, or refresh and see if that's better. Oh, Danny's not buffering. Okay. Well, I'm glad somebody's not, because if everybody was, then I would know for sure it was me. Okay, good. I'm sorry for those that are buffering. Why don't y'all tell them to refresh and see if it's better? I'm going to use some of this green and just kind of make this all these little, whatever these are on here, make them more vibrant. So they'll kind of go with the page better. I think I have a different green over here, so I'll use that for these. If I could fussy cut better, I'd go in there and get rid of some of that other stuff, but I can't. So it's just going to be like this. When I do, I'm getting pretty good at doing paper, but I don't think I'm good enough at fabric. I could go right there though. I probably will try to go in there. I think these were really made just to write on t-shirts or something. And so this is upholstery fabric or drapery fabric. I'm not sure which. My name is Lisa, and I'm a craft hoarder too, Jerry. I've tried at different times in my life, thinking, oh, well, I'll never get to use this again. And so I would get rid of stuff. And then sure enough, I would want it. So I just don't get rid of things anymore. I don't know. Ink tints might work on it. Oh, you've got me thinking. I may have to get those out and see. I'm just using these fabric markers because I've got them. And this way I don't have to feel guilty that she gave me something cool and I didn't use it. It's different when you buy it for yourself and you end up not using it, but when somebody gives it to you, you feel like you should use it, especially if they might come over and say, "Well, have you used those yet?" Welcome to the club, Tanya. Well, I think we probably all confess on a weekly basis at least. Maybe not in here, but in somebody's stream, we're all confessing probably. Uh, that's why Becky's idea is such a great idea, to just stop buying and use what you've got. I like it. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna go in blue behind all this stuff. See, that way I don't have to fussy cut it. I'll just turn it into sky. Yeah, that's gonna be good. It's not the same blue, but it's good enough that I don't think it'll. Yes. Well, it's easy to say no to something that you don't really need when it's in a craft store. Um, because it costs real money there. But at a thrift store, it doesn't cost very much, and it's a lot harder to say no because you can instantly think of things you might do with it, or if you go home and think about it, you'll think of something and then wish you had bought it. So it's a lot harder to say no at a thrift store. Okay, I'm glad I decided to do um the sky part here. I'm already liking it a lot better. My cutting mat's turning blue, but that's all right. I hope this turns out as good as I think it's going to. You get these ideas in your head and you think, yeah, that's going to work great. And it doesn't always. My daughter, when I told her what I was going to do tonight, she said, I have an idea for you, Mom. And then she told me what to do, make some butterflies with lace. And she had a whole different idea for it than how I would have done it. So I told her she needed to mock me up a example, and I would do that next week. So if she gets it done, we'll do something with some lace butterflies next week. But I just couldn't see in my head what she was trying to tell me. So told her she just had to make one. Okay. I think I'm liking that blue. And now I'm going to do this other green on these other ones, and we'll see how that goes. Well, it looks a lot the same. In fact, it probably is just the same. It's just a smaller. Oh, well. Oh, there's some sky I didn't do. I may wish I just left these alone because they were, different and contrasty, but too late now. Okay. There's that. Oh, I was going to do blue in that one more place. It's kind of like the fabric did the shading for me. And then that's kind of cool. All right. I think that's all I'm going to do with those. Let's move these. Okay. Now let's get our page out. And what I'm afraid of is that is going to cover the whole thing up. And there won't be room for anything else on the page. See, so I may have to do it like this. Make it a double page spread in order for there to be room for something else on here. I think that's probably what I'll do. But I need to do, I probably should have cut, because this is going to be bright, and that's not, we'll just let that be rocks. We'll let that be rocks. Is it 8 by 8? This, I'm not sure what it is. Let me see. Just a sec. Well, which end is, oh, okay. It's more like 7 by 7. It's one of those things that I didn't measure. I just said that looks like a good size and started tearing fabric. So now the cover itself, the outside of it's probably 8 by 8, but the pages are about 7 by 7. Okay, I think I'm going to do that there. Thank you. I was really pleased with the cover. It turned out good. And I'm not sure how to do the grass. So I'm just going to cut across here. And my thought, let's see, this is gonna, okay, so right here I can cut it, then I can move it down. My thought is just to go ahead and cut. Well, I'll just do it, then you'll know what I'm talking about. Try to make it, they can be tall, reedy grasses or something. Kind of like that all the way across. So that's what I'm thinking about doing for the grass. So it'll take a minute. Sorry. But yeah, I think that's going to look good. But it'll take a minute. Oh, what did Kim say? Put in the sky first. Yes. Yeah. I just don't have to do any fussy cutting stuff on the sky. So I'm trying to get that stuff done first. Then I can come back and put it all together. But you're right. Yeah, you want the grass to be on top. And I'm glad you mentioned that because even though I was thinking that, there have been times when I haven't been thinking and I might have messed up because I've done it before. So anytime you think I might be going to do something wrong, just ask me a question. Because I might be. Okay. I hate all those little pieces being on everything. I thought about just trying to fray it, and I decided this would be easier. I hope that there's enough of this blue um, that I'm going to use for the sky that it'll, go all the way down into those grasses like I think it will. I'm sorry, it's buffering. Um, the problem is I can't. The people who are buffering can't even hear me say that. So, ah, I do need some embroidery scissors. That's true. The only small scissors I have are paper scissors. I had some embroidery scissors one time, 30 years ago when I used to do cross stitch. And when I quit doing cross stitch, I had a friend who wanted to try it, and I wasn't doing it anymore. And I had it just made my head hurt worse. I had migraines really bad, and cross-stitching made my head worse. So I gave her all my stuff, including my scissors. Because when I was a kid, they didn't have left-handed scissors, and I learned to cut with right-handed scissors because it's what I had to do. And my mom bought me some left-handed scissors, and I couldn't cut with them because the pressure you put on them is different, and so it would just bend everything. It never would cut anything because I was so used to putting pressure on things the way I have to use right-handed scissors. That's why, Patricia, because I'm an old dog and I have a hard time learning new tricks, I guess. And that was probably 30 years ago when I tried, no, 25 years ago when I really tried the first time to use left-handed scissors. And I've tried it a couple of different times over the years, and it just never has worked well for me. Now they have, yeah, well, you were right, Patricia. Uh, I've seen paper scissors that are, for both people, and they may have sewing scissors that are that way too, but I haven't seen them. I need to probably go look, but I've had these scissors for a long time, and they're really good scissors, and I really like them, except for what they do to my thumb. So, so I haven't gone. It's one of those things. You're like, well, I've got these great scissors. I um, hate to go buy more just because I have a weak thumb. Okay, Becky, we'll be here. Hopefully. I'm almost there, y'all. I know this is boring sitting here watching me cut grass. It might be as painful for y'all as it is for me. Just have to watch me do it. Okay. And my pages are not all exactly the same either. There's that. I need to put some wax paper behind them since I'm going to glue this stuff because it's very thin fabric. Oh, bye-bye, Jerry. Thanks for coming in. I enjoyed having you here. Okay. And let's see what this will look like here. So now we just need to put our sky in. And then we might try a few flowers or butterflies or something. Let's see how much sky I've got. I wasn't planning to do a double page when I chose the sky fabric. Oh, goodness. I'm going to have to stand up and try to do this. I'm not sure I can do this easily. I should have cut this in advance when I didn't have to do it in front of y'all and look as ridiculous as I feel at the moment. Okay, I think I'm going to just see if I can try to go straight. Somewhere, I think I have one of those roller things. Let me see if I can find it, because that would be so much easier if I can find it. Okay, let's see if this will work. Ah, it did work. Yay! Okay, now let's see where the bottom needs to be. The pages are not exactly the same, so I'm probably cutting it a little bit too big, but I can cut it off afterwards. All right, let's see if we can do that same thing again here. All right, where did it go? Oh, here we go. I'm worried that I might have it crooked or something. Let's see put the top up at the top of that. That'll be as straight as I can do here. Okay. We're just going to go. Well, missed some places. Okay. Whew. I'm going to sit here and relax a minute and read chat. Oh, yay, Kim. Great minds. I'm just glad my great mind thought of it. But if it hadn't, see, you would have helped me out. So it would have been okay. All right, let's see. Let me check this because this doesn't look like it's going to be long enough. Okay, I'm just going to go straight from those edges and it's going to be whatever it is. Hopefully it'll work out. Okay. What's the right size? Let's see if this will work. That may be too tall. Nope, that's okay. That'll work. Make a cloud. Alrighty. I'm sure I've got something I can make a cloud out of. Oh, but look. It's not. Okay. I'll find some fabric to make a cloud out of after I get this on here. Let's see if I do need to cut off a little bit of this. No, yeah, I need to do it. I need to do it. I need to cut off a little bit of this. And I can actually cut off a little extra because my grass is going to cover up some of it. So that way we can be sure it's not too long. That's backwards from what I should be doing. But we're just going to do it anyway. Okay. My brain is tired. Can you tell? Oh, where it didn't cover. Okay. Well, if it doesn't cover, I can do that. I think it's just going to kind of go mostly from edge to edge. All right, let's fold this down here. Yeah, I could, but I like the torn edges, and it wouldn't be easy to tear it just a tiny bit smaller. So I'm just going to leave it, and I'm going to just not fret about it. Start. Oh, I need to put another piece of wax paper in here. If I don't, I will regret it. Okay. Okay, we're going to call that good. Okay, stay put. Just a second, Lee. Luckily, this glue will dry clear and it won't show up, but okay. It's funny, I thought I cut it a little smaller than the page, but I sure didn't. Okay, see what I've missed. As soon as I finish this page, Holly, I'll do the pick 10. I don't know how long it'll be. I'm sorry. I would say probably 15 or 20 minutes. I don't know. Yeah, the glue made it stretch. That's probably true. which would be a good thing if that's what I needed, huh? Huh? I always have trouble getting my wax paper to stay put, whether it's a fabric journal or a paper journal. It's always frustrating for me. By the time we finish this book, I'll have figured out how to do this. Okay, we're going to call that good for now. That would make a pretty border. It sure would. I will think about that. I may be too tired by the time I get this done to think about a border tonight. I may have to do a border another day. Okay. Yeah, I'll be a pro by then. That's right. I hope. Oh. Yeah, I love this fabric too. It was a shirt, and it was a really cute shirt, but it was cut in the front in such a way that I couldn't wear it. But it makes great fabric for other things. I have a shirt made out of this same fabric that was cut differently that I can wear. I found them both at the resale place. Well, this one I found on half price day, so it didn't cost me but a couple of dollars. But the other one, I paid a little more for it, but it actually fits and I can wear it. But that's the same fabric, both of them. Good night, Jen. Thanks for coming by. Sleep well. Okay, now then, grass. Since I'm just going to the edge of the blue, the grass, I need to go ahead and cut that little piece off because my boulder is going to cover that up. All right. Oh, let me lay it out again just to be sure that that's just what I want. Maybe go back here just a little bit. I want some of the tree to be on each page. Yeah, I like that, maybe. Okay. Valerie Critchley? I've never heard of her. Maybe I need to go find her. That sounds cool. Okay, let's go ahead and put our grass down. And then I'm not going to worry about all the little grasses being glued down because I don't think that matters. I'm just going to get it where it stays in place. That's what the main thing is. Oh, go back, go back. Okay, now we'll do this piece. Feel like I'm missing out here. Thanks, Kim. I think the grass turned out pretty good. Let them fly free in the breeze. That's right. Okay. Let me wipe this off because I'm going to need this to be clean when I put the glue on the tree. Thank you, Mitzi. I'm glad you're here. Hi, Cindy. I'm so glad you're here. Gina, I missed Gina too. Wow, cool. All kinds of wonderful ladies in my live tonight. It's good to see y'all. I'm making a fabric collage. So this is kind of what it's going to look like. And then we'll have to come up with we may need to put some birds or something over there. I don't know. I'll have to see if I can find some to put on there. I have a tornado in the sky. Oh, yeah. Is this the tornado or is this the tornado? This looks like a hurricane and this looks like a tornado. I got the tree out of some fabric, a fabric swatch. I don't know if it is upholstery fabric or drapery fabric, but this is part of it. I don't know where the other piece is that I had cut here. I cut this piece to send in some happy mail and then it didn't fit in the box. So it was the least pretty thing in there. So I just took it back out. But that's where I got the tree out of. And then I used some markers, some fabric markers, and made it a darker green and added the blue into the sky so that it would look better with my background. Oh, thank you, Mary. I'll look at that afterwards too. Cool. Y'all are so helpful. I appreciate it so much. Okay, I'm gonna okay, I'm just gonna put the glue on here and then stick it down, and then we will think about if I want to add anything else. This was as far as my pre-planning went. And it does look kind of like a night sky. I'll have to look and see if I've got any birds on fabric that are small enough that will go in here. When I was planning this, I thought I was just going to do it on one half, and so I didn't think there'd, be much room for anything else. So I didn't think beyond this. Get my wax paper in there. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Um, I've I've seen people do um, fabric journals. I can't remember actually who it was I saw do one where they did like they didn't do collages in the one I saw, but I like collage, so that just came to my head that was I have to do some collages. They did some kind of like people do the clusters with the fabric or the papers. It was that kind of a journal where they were clusters of fabrics just arranged more like a little bit more like this. That's kind of what I saw in the one that I saw, and that gave me the courage to go ahead and try one. If somebody else can do it, surely I can do it. That's kind of what I was thinking. All I saw was their finished product, though, and it was little. It was about like this. So it was just little bitty collages, fabric piecings, and it was really cute. Lots of lace and stuff like that in it. I'm sure there are probably a million of them out there. I just happened upon that one a while back, and so it's kind of been brewing in my head ever since. Oh, cool, Tanya. I wish I had a sewing machine out here where I could sew stuff on the machine. My sewing machine is on top of a chest in my bedroom, so I rarely ever use it because I have to dig it out and make a place on a table and all that. Oh, I'm going to watch what Valerie did. That sounds really cool. A flowish fabric journal would be great. That would be a great swap to make fabric flow journals and swap them with somebody. Then you'd have little bits of fabric. Oh, I would be in on that. If anybody wants to do a swap like that, just let me know. That would be fun. Okay, there's that. And I really like it just like it is. But I'm going to look real quick. Oh, if I can find my pen to put in my glue. I'm always afraid I'm going to lose that. One of those weird little irrational fears that plague you. Do it in my group. That's a good idea. I may do that. Maybe that can be November's swap. I already promised somebody, I don't even remember who it was now, that we would do the artist trading coins in October. So maybe we can do a flowish. I need to figure out how to use that calendar and how to set up all that stuff. I need some help with that. Somebody who knows how to do that in my Facebook group. Okay, let me see if I can find some birds or something to put in here. Okay, I'm all interested now. I saw Gina and Cindy are going to work on something. I need to see what it is. I'm going to have to go back and see. Okay, y'all are just going to have to tell me. What are y'all going to work on, Gina and Cindy? Sewing lessons. Okay, cool. I can sew basic follow the pattern type stuff. And I've made some skirts and things where I just made it up. But my daughter wants to learn how to make period type dresses, like an empire waist and the big sleeves that hang down and all of that. I told her she's going to need more help than I can give her. Oh, goodness, sorry. Let me look for some birds real quick. Good grief. Let me look one more place. I'm afraid that maybe anything I have might be in the house. The only thing I can find is some chickens, and they're kind of huge to go on here. Afraid those might be just too big. They would look kind of silly, unless this is a little bonsai tree. Oh. Show it again. Okay. Here's the chicken fabric. Didn't you like the horse? What horse? Is there a horse? Am I blind? You're talking about right here? Oh, on the tree fabric. Okay, I didn't think about a horse. But there is one. Yeah, you're right. I don't know if he'll fit though. Let's semi fussy cut him and see what we think. I don't want to do too good a job if we're not going to use him, but let's got to do a little bit better job than that. I could put him back behind the grass. To the left of the sunflowers. Okay, we're still talking about the chickens here. Okay. Right here. This little one. I could paint a bird on, that's true. Or we could just make him coming into the picture so you only see part of him. What do you think about that? Do you want him just coming into the picture? I think we could fit him in there okay that way. Okay, go refresh. Daddy likes the bird idea better. Okay. Everybody refresh. I think he must be running away from somebody. You can't tell in here. Let me get find the other piece and we'll see if we can tell. Okay, let's see if it shows on here. No, see, it was right up here, and it's just a completely separate motif from what's down here. So I don't know. No rider, that's right. I guess he fell off. It may be on another part of the fabric that I don't have. This is all the piece that was at the thrift store. Was this with that piece at the top of it? Somebody must have had a drapery shop or something because they had tons of samples that they just dropped off at the thrift store. You think he looks good coming into the page? I think he does too. I think he does too. And I may go around him and then do the same blue that I did here so that he fits, but I'm gonna go around him a little bit better. He's at least kind of goes with the page, whereas the chicken really didn't. But it's a cute chicken. I'll put him on another page. Maybe we'll do a collage with a barn or a chicken house or something. Okay. Read your comment. Okay, Janet. They could be running in the field. Yeah, they could be. But I think I'm going to put the horse in there. Coming and going. Coming and going, yeah. Well, we could do that. We could have half of him in here and half of him over here. Oh, dear. Well, we'll have to think about that. That might actually work, but I'm going to color him first. Let me find those markers again. I really intended to be finished with this by now, and I can't believe we've already spent so much time. I'm enjoying it, but every week I think tonight's probably going to be a short night. Yeah, no. Too much to do. I'm sorry. I'm really not good at doing this and talking. So y'all just, oh dear, did I lose you? Yeah. Well, I didn't see yours, Janet. I didn't know who suggested it. I just saw Gina say coming, got him coming and going, and I'm definitely going to do that. That'll be fun. I'm glad to know. I thought it was her suggestion. Whoever it is, I'm glad. Between the two of you, you got my mind on that. So we're going to cut him in half. Put half of him coming this way and half of him leaving. This way it'll be like there was two horses. See, two for the price of one. Okay. So, um, should I cut the saddle? I think that's what I'm going to do. Cut him right there. And then here, we can have him coming in. And over here, we'll have him leaving. Like that. Does that work for everybody? Oh, okay. So see, we're just gonna pretending like nobody's cut in half. No horses were harmed in the making of this journal page. We've just got two horses, one coming into the picture and one leaving the picture. That's right. Got one. We don't know if his rider's on there or not, but this guy's definitely lost his. Okay, let me glue that down, and we're gonna be happy with that, I think, for tonight. Where's my other piece of? Well, shoot, I don't know what to do with it. I know I had another piece. Oh well. Wax paper is not expensive. Okay. I'm running out of space here on my table. It's coming off the edge. Okay. Get back up there. Okay, I think I need to put a little glue under those so I can stick them down on top of him. That dragonfly head is, or maybe it's the button. No, it's the dragonfly head. It's going to be a problem all the way through the journal, probably. What kind of glue? This is art glitter glue, and it has a great little tip on it. I had to buy the tip separately, but sometimes when you buy it, they send a tip with it. It's wonderful glue. I love it. Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you for helping out with the questions, Janet. I didn't realize that I was missing one. Sorry. Oh, okay. We're going to call that good for this. If I decide to border it, I guess I can come back and do that. But right now, I'm happy with it. I'm going to leave it alone. Thank you, Cindy. I like it. I like it. I didn't envision the horse when I planned it, but it really adds to it. That was a great idea. Your world is coming and going. Oh goodness, I bet. I've moved, I guess, 4 times, and it's not fun. It's never fun. We moved into this house when Hannah was right before she turned 3, and she just turned 16. So I told Darren I'd be happy if I die in this house. I don't want to move again. And the last time we just moved next door. So that was the hardest move, next door. Because you think, oh, I don't need a truck. Okay. We're gonna set this aside. Oh, move. This is the fabric I used for the grass. It just said grass to me. Okay, let me clean some of this stuff up. Okay. Well, I don't know how that's supposed to um, protect itself or protect you from, I don't know. I just won't touch it. Okay, why? We're going to have to move fast on our pick 10 tonight because we are starting later than we normally do. Oh no, got to put that up. Okay. Whew. Oh, Linda, what happened? I need to know what's so good. Same hubby, same house, 44 years. Wonderful. You're an example to all of us. That's cool, Linda. Kind of boring. Oh, I've been with the same hubby for half as long as you have, and I'm happy. I plan to get to 44, but this year, August 31st will be our 22nd anniversary. So he's a keeper. I definitely wouldn't trade him for anybody. Okay, so I'm not going to worry about gessoing. I do need wax paper though. A situation came up, or a question came up from somebody somewhere that that Becky saw that got her tins and pick a sticks and the mixed media mashups and the dirty dozens and all of those things, and whoever made the comment, was talking about how that somebody started that and should be getting credit for the idea. And that's true, but I have no idea who started all of that kind of prompty stuff. It's been going on as long as I've been doing this stuff, which is just a couple of years. But I am grateful to whoever it was that came up with doing prompts like this, and letting that be the way you put your journal page together. I know that there are a lot of people who do them. Cindy has been doing them for quite a while, once a month, and I think that my prompts. Well, I don't think, I know the first 85 or so prompts that I use in my jar. Let me find it. I got 200 in here, and the first 85 of them were Cindy's, and I had to leave out a few of hers because I didn't have whatever it was that she had in that prompt, and that got me to thinking. And so I just went and thought of everything I could think of in my studio and stuck a prompt stick in there. So I have a lot of prompt sticks in here that sometimes when people are using them, when somebody's using them, they don't have that item, whatever it is that I've got on my sticks, and that's okay. Kind of like I did when I made this batch. The ones that Cindy had that I didn't have, I just took out and didn't put in my thing. But when you're doing this along with me, you don't have that option of just saying, well, I don't have that. Well, you do. But we've been trying lately to try to find alternatives that you can do with the same prompt. And sometimes some of the prompts just come at a really inopportune moment. Like you've got everything on there and then it says leave white space or something like that. And we just set those aside and don't do them. And once in a while, like last week, we got a wild card. and we just saved it till the end. But most of the time when we're doing this, we're just going one after the other. Whatever I choose out of here, that's what we do. And that makes it interesting. But sometimes I've ended up with some scary pages. Anyway, what I'm trying to get at is that this was not my idea originally, and I'm well aware of that, and I think all of you are too. But just in case there's someone who's not, I want to make sure they know that. And if we pick a prompt and you don't have it, just that's probably true. You could find them anywhere. I know I've been doing reading prompts for years, and people still make more books with reading prompts. So it's a great idea. We don't know who started that either, but it's a great idea. Anyway, we're gonna do this. But if I pull one that you don't have, just think outside the box and think of something else you can do that's close. Like if it says Posca pens and you don't have Posca pens, use a really small paintbrush or use some other kind of pen. Whatever you can do that is, will kind of similarly get the job done. That's what what matters. Oh, Peg, did I miss you coming in? Well, I'm sorry I missed you. Bye bye. That makes me say I hate that when I miss people and I don't see them. I noticed in another stream, I don't know if it was last week or week before last, Arlene came and she went, and I never even knew she was there. I just looked up at all the wrong times and never saw her name. But I saw it in the replay. That made me so sad. Anyway, I'm glad I saw you when you were leaving, Peg, because it would make me sad if I didn't acknowledge you at all. I hate it when that happens. Anyway, let me move my fabric scissors. I don't want to mess those up. I'm ready. Is everybody ready to start? I do want to know who all's playing along so I can be sure to watch for you, because I don't want you to get left behind. Linda and Becky, and Tasha, Danny, Jan. Oh, okay. Mary, and Suze. Okay, so is that 7? Lisa, Danny, Linda, Becky, Tasha, Danny, Janet, Mary, Suze, and Holly, maybe. So we've got 10. Okay. That's okay. I sit them out most of the time when they're in somebody else's stream, because I'm usually in my living room with my husband during streams, except for my own. He lets me have Monday nights out here. So most of the time I don't get to play along. I have to play later. Every once in a while I get lucky and get to do it. But so I certainly understand if you don't play. All right, number 1. Supplies and Rubbermaid tubs. Yeah. Well, sometimes that's a good thing. Oh, it says use only black and white. Well, I already have black and white all over my page. Oh, well, cool. So this is your last one in this signature, Mary? Oh, I'm sorry you can't get to them, Kim. Well, you can just play virtually through us. Oh, well, that's cool, Mary. I've been working in 4 different signatures, and so it's going to be a long time before I finish any of them. No, this is just the first prompt to use only black and white something. Use black and white paint, black ink, gel pens, whatever. That's just for this prompt, not for the whole page. Now, because we might pick one that says use purple or use orange or use red or use yellow. So this is just for this one prompt. Use black and white. I think I'm going to get some stamps and do black stamps and maybe doodle with white. If I can get past all my junk. Oh, where is it? Okay, I'm going to do some feathers because that's the stamp I could find. All right, let's see. Let's do it this way, then I can stamp better. Everybody back? That's right. Make a decision and do it. I agree. And I tend to be too slow. Okay, do something with black and white. That's just this one, just in case somebody was having trouble. That's just this one prompt. It's not for the whole page. I need to get back into stamp carving. I really love doing it, but I haven't done it in a while. I've even still got some erasers and things I could use. Let me see if I can put a little more pressure on this. Let's do that again. Oh, I can't wait for you to get a craft room either, Kim. That's going to be wonderful. This one's sure been a blessing for me and for my husband because now my loom and my spinning wheel are not sitting in the middle of the living room. Still got some other stuff sitting around in there, mostly boxes of images, but those are in the dining room, not the living room. Okay, I think that's all the stamping I'm gonna do. Now I got to find a white something. Okay. Thank you. That was a fun, that one turned out better than I thought it was going to. When I first put this paint on there, I wasn't very happy with it, but it ended up looking good. All right. I think I'm going to just do some like border things with the white. It's not showing up very good. Usually the Posca pens show up better than that. I guess there's just enough white on here that it's. Well, it'll probably get covered up anyway, so it doesn't really matter. The point is I did it and I didn't take too long to think about it. Right. And it really is disappearing right into the page. The disappearing Posca pen. Oh, well, now it's working. Now that I'm all the way over here. I guess I'll have to go back over those others. Paint. It's a new pen, so it just wasn't wanting to. All right, I'm going to go back over those anemic ones. Okay. My black and white's done. Oh, bye, Cindy. Thanks for coming. And thanks for having all those props so I could steal them from you and play with them. Thanks for putting them on your Facebook group. That's really sweet and helpful. That sounds good, Linda. Okay, when you're ready, let me know. I don't want to move on without you. I think I'm going to dry for a minute. Okay. Tasha's ready. Becky's ready. Holly's ready. We got about 3 more. Oh, that's everyone? Okay. I'm sorry. I must have counted badly. Okay. Stick number 2. Use 3 shades of one color. 3 shades of one color. Alrighty. I'm going to use blue, but I don't know what I'm going to do with it. 3 shades of one color. Okay. I think I'm going to start with this one. This is Ice Blue Metallic by Folk Art. And this one is Ice Blue. They're both ice blue, but they're completely different colors by Dazzling Metallics. So I'm going to use both of those. Ombre. Ooh, that's a good idea. Going darker or going lighter? Let me get something to suck on here real quick. Light to dark. All righty. Starting from the bottom or the top, Janet? Top to bottom. Okay. Let's put out a little bit of each one of these. Oh, I'm almost out of this one. I always forget that. Okay. I think I'm going to use a card because that'll make it kind of transparenty. All right. Well, that's scraping. Oh, I'm using the wrong side. That's why. I was going, why is that doing that? Doesn't even make sense. I think I need a little bit more. There we go. Uh-oh. My wax paper wasn't in the right place. Well, grief. Now I'm going to have to do something different here because it's okay. Alrighty, and now we'll do the little bit darker one. That plastic doesn't want to be painted. But I don't want this part painted. Well, there we go again. And now the darker one. Should have used a brush, I guess. Okay, let me see if I can maybe help it out like this. Alrighty. Okay, that's that. I need to dry that because this at least down here is very wet. I don't want to shrink this one like I did that other one, so I'm going to let it sit. It does. It does look almost silver. Ice blue is a good name for that one. Why they call this one ice blue, I don't know. I lost chat again. Good grief. Yeah, both of these are metallic. The top one and the middle one are both metallic. The bottom one's not. They're just made by different companies. Oh, good night, Tanya. Have a good night's rest. Another creeper page. Oh, well, I have no idea what this one's going to be. Right now, it's still pretty much a blank canvas as far as I'm concerned. Let me do a little more drying while we're waiting for everybody to get ready. Almost did it. I almost melted it. I better stop. Okay, Becky, Janet, Tasha, and Linda are all ready. Holly's ready. Mary's ready, ready, ready. Suze is ready. Sorry. Okay, that's everybody. So let's move on. Use distress ink. Goodness. If you don't have distress ink, use some other kind of ink or distress it in some way. You got two options from that one. I do have some. I don't know how to use it, how I'm going to use it on here, but I have some, so I'm going to get it out. I've got a bunch of these little teeny tiny ones, so I'm going to use those. I think I'm going to cut a something out of book page and then color the book page with distress ink. Here's some music paper. I could just stick that on there and color it with distress ink, but somehow that doesn't look like it really wants to be on this page. Yes, use it with a stamp or a stencil any way you want to. Let's see. No, just a second. I've got some butterflies that I punched out of music paper. Hopefully there'll be enough. I can just find one more I'll be happy. Yay, there's another one. Okay, let's see, how are we going to do this? All right, I think we'll do something like that. Let's put these over here and use some distress ink on them. What color? Ooh, how about that? Good night, Kimberly. Thanks for coming. Oh, you're going to watch till you go to sleep. Well, hopefully we will get you bored really quick and you can go to sleep, because I know what it's like to be ready to go to bed and not be able to go to sleep. Maybe I don't want to do them all that color. Let's see what else we got. Needs to be something that'll show up, though. Here's an orange. There's fired brick. Let's see what else. There's a purple. Another purple. Ripe tomato. Let's use that one. That way we'll do 3 different reds. Ah. Oops. Come on. Okay. Well, those need to dry. Let's see if I can. That works for me, Tasha. Ooh, come back here. Blowing away. Okay. Ah, stop. Okay. Let's do this one. Like that. Okay. I don't like them all flying the same direction, so I don't know if it actually looks better, if it just looks better to me. Sometimes you just need to relax, Lisa, and do something else. It's okay not to play along, but I understand when you get used to doing it, it kind of feels like you're being cheated not to get to. Oh, I have a big dog who does that, Kim. And when the kids are off somewhere or I'm out in the studio, he goes back and forth between everybody because he just wants everybody to be in one place. And it really bothers him when we're not. Okay. I don't want to use a wet glue with these because they're distressed and they will spread. We're only on prompt 3. I'm probably going to end up ruining this page because I'm already putting down focal points. Prompt 3. Maybe not the best idea. Come on. I'm all sticky everywhere. Ah. Okay. Well, we do this every week, Kim. At least for a while, we're going to keep doing it every week until people get bored with it. So maybe you can play soon. That'll be good. Okay, Linda's ready. Becky's ready. Suze is ready. Danny and Tasha are ready. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. Holly's ready. Okay. Use curved lines. Use curved lines. Well, circles are curved lines. Well, that can't. Oh, that's a great idea. Antenna. Thank you, Janet. That'd be way easier than what I was thinking about doing. Oh, you're so smart. I'm glad you're my friend. I need help, and you always help me. Okay. Make sure those show up. Okay, there's my curved lines. Yeah, you could do flat lines too. Okay, why not? Except mine are not coming out. They either don't show up or they run together. But they're on there. Oh my goodness, look at that. Oh, good grief. I obviously need a new piece of wax paper. Luckily, that's distressing and it comes right off. Thank heavens for small favors. Patriotic, yeah. Okay, Becky's ready. I'm ready. I'm just messy. get a new one here. I don't know why I've got my cutting board under here. I need to take it off because just in case. Okay, is everybody ready? All right. Yay, we're ready, ready, ready. Okay. Use die cuts. Well, I just used punches. Use die cuts. If you don't have die cuts, use punches. If you don't have punches or die cuts, cut something out with scissors and put it on there. I don't have many die cuts, and what I have is some that people gave me in Happy Mail, and I'm not sure where they are. So I do have some oh, let me look and see what I do have. I need to do something here, but we still got 5 more prompts. So there's a die cut frame. It's not quite big enough to actually work. Okay, let me look. I'll be right back. There's that wax paper I was looking for a minute ago. I'm going to use some of these letters. I'm sure they were cut by die cuts. Those letters were in a flocker envelope I got from Dawn Boss. So thanks, Dawn. I'm going to go ahead and glue them right here. Maybe I can do something fun underneath them. Prompt 2 was use 3 shades of one color. You ladies got to her before I did. Thank you. All righty. Okay. Let me know when y'all are ready. I'm sorry, I'm not being a very good host. I'm not talking too much right now. My kids had me talked out today. I enjoy that they like talking to me. Someday they'll be off on their own and they won't be around to talk to me. So, everybody ready? I'm thinking there's one more. Okay, thank you, Tasha. Means I'm a cool mom. That's what my daughter told me today. She said I'm the best mom in the whole world. Wasn't that sweet of her? I told her I was glad she felt that way, even if it wasn't true, because only what matters is what she thinks. Okay, next prompt. Fussy cut and image. Fussy cut and image. Okay. So what image am I going to fussy cut? I wish I could put her on there. I could fussy cut, just enough of her to put her under there. All right, that's what we're going to do. Well, that's about par for the course. I can't find my fussy cutting scissors, so. That's ridiculous too. Oh. Well, these are not very good ones, but they're little scissors, so I'm going to use them. Maybe they're too little. They're too little. Okay. Those are just for snipping yarn. Okay. I'm going to cut her right there. That's true. But she's got a bird in her hand, and I'm hoping for that to show. If I can fussy cut that bird with this huge old scissors. Almost got it. Okay. I may put her right there instead of behind the. I wish I hadn't cut off so much of her. Let's see if I can. Let's see if I can add that in. Put her back together here. Okay, let me. Okay, I'm going to glue her in, and then I'll glue the. Well, let me look at her from behind and see if that's better. That's kind of what I was first thinking. I think I like that better, but I need to put something behind her. Or I need to trim her side here a little bit so she'll fit. Actually, I'm just going to trim her arm. And then she'll fit right there. I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay. Okay. That's good enough. That's fine, Becky. Use what you have. It's what we're doing this month, right? Yeah. No, I'm fine with that. It's been fussy cut pretty extremely if it's a die cut. Let's see. Okay. Now I still have 4 more prompts, so I can do something behind that. Yeah. Fly, be free. I'm ready when y'all are. Just let me know. Thanks, Lisa. Thanks, Patricia. Oh. Well, I can't wait to see it, Tasha. Be sure to post it. I like abstract. We have one more. I can't remember how many people are actually playing. Janet, how many people are playing along? That's everyone. Okay. Okay, this one we're probably going to have to put aside unless any of you just happen to have leather setting around. I have lots of little pieces of leather that I reclaimed from purses, so that's why it's in here. Um, but let's just set that one aside and do another one because that's not a common thing for everybody to have. And when I made these, I just made them for me. I didn't necessarily make them thinking about playing with a bunch of people. So, okay, we'll go on. Use something on your left. Use something on your left. This is one of Cindy's prompts because I never would have thought of that one. I like it though. Use something on your left. How far left can you go? Let me think. What else is on my left? Hi, Laura. It's good to see you. Prompt 6 is fussy cut an image. Ah, Janet. See, Janet always beats me. That's okay. I'm glad she's there to do it. Well, that's what I was saying. I've got a lot of stuff on the left. So just choose whatever you want. It's basically a wild card. Wild card then, Tasha. I'm going to use this star stenciling a few stars up here in the sky. Let me find something to stencil them in with. It does make you think, doesn't it? Plus, it makes you use things that you might forget to use. We kind of get in the habit, at least I do, of using the same kind of stuff. I'm having trouble getting this stencil to stencil over here. And this is stencil paint. It's not working as good as normal paint. Okay, let's add a few. Let's add a star right here. And a couple right here. And then let's stick a couple up here. Ooh, how about that one? We'll just put that big one up there. Then I can call it done. There we go. It's okay to lurk, Laura, but I'm glad you're not lurking at the moment because I like to know you're here, even if you only pop in for a second and go back to lurking. So thanks for letting us know you're here. Okay, I think that's all I'm going to do with that one. That was just lucky for mine to be in the right season. Hi, Patricia. Thanks for letting me know that you've been lurking. I don't mind if you lurk, but I'm glad to know that you're here. Thank you. I appreciate that so much. I lurk sometimes too. Ah. Good night, Susan. I didn't realize you were leaving. Oh, no, right, Susan. Okay. I didn't miss something. I thought maybe I missed something. Okay. Tasha and Becky are ready. Elisa's half lurking. Yeah. Okay. Tasha and Becky are ready. Just 3 more to go. Danny and Holly are ready. Suze is ready. I'm waiting for Mary's ready, ready, ready. There it comes. Okay. I think that's everybody. Hopefully, I'm not missing anybody. Number 8 is use colored markers. Use colored markers. It can be any kind of marker. Watercolor markers, alcohol markers. You can even use paint pens if that's what you got, or gel pens, but whatever kind of marker you got. I'm trying to decide where to find the marker. I've got this. It was just sitting over there to my left. So that's what I'm going to use, and I'm going to color in fly. Well, here we go. Oops. Okay. Sorry, Suze. I guess you could just use another one, or find something else to your left and let the marker be the thing that you just did. I don't know. I'm liking it. I need to put something back here, though. It's got to give me something to put back there. I only got 2 more chances. Huh. Thanks, Kim. I'm surprised there's still 26 people here at 10:30. Oh, I appreciate y'all for staying with us till we can get this done. Uh, thanks, Lisa. I think it's working out pretty good too. I'm always a little apprehensive, you know. Oh. Oh, it's 11:30 where you are. Oh my goodness. It's only 8:30 for Tasha. Well, those of you that it's 11:30 for, I am just very impressed at your fortitude. And I thank you for joining me that long. Oh. Yeah, it's 10:30 here. That's Mitzi and I are in the same time zone. So Mitzi, Holly, are you in California or Oregon? Is that right? Oregon? Scott's still not home. Oh goodness, Becky. Arizona. Okay. Cool. Hot. Yeah. Yeah. It's it's almost my bedtime too. 11:30 is definitely my bedtime. Um that's why you're in bed, Kimberly. Okay, that makes perfect sense. uh, okay, Danny's ready and Becky's ready. Excuse me. Okay, Linda and Susan are ready. Tasha's ready. Mary's ready, ready, ready. Holly's ready. Is that everybody? That's everyone. Okay, here we go. See what we got. Fling ink. Fling ink. If you don't have ink to fling, I guess you can fling something else. Fling something on your paper. Um, okay, I will. But I'm gonna mask off this before I fling. Oh, let me find something to do that with. Little too much. There we go. All right. Now I got to cover up my computer. Oops. Sorry. I didn't mean to beat y'all. Just trying to cover up my computer so I can fling. Okay. Here's some ink. This is acrylic ink. And I need a brush to fling with. All my flinging ink is going right on my mask. Okay, that's all the ink I'm going to fling. Now I'm going to have to dry. I'm going to leave this here while I dry because I don't want to melt my I don't want to melt my paper again. Oh, okay, let's clean this off. Yes, fling paint, fling something. It doesn't have to be ink. Whatever you've got. That's perfect, Holly. Well, it's not completely dry, but good night, Arlene. Fling yourself into the bed. You do that. Sounds like a plan to me. Okay, Becky's ready. She's through flinging. Me too. Mine's not dry yet, but hopefully it'll be okay. Danny's ready. Becky's ready. Tasha's ready. Mary's ready. Holly and Sue's are ready. Okay, is that everybody? I think that's everybody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, there's maybe one more. Who else? Oh, my brain's dead. Well, we'll wait. It's okay, Linda. Hi, Mark. It's good to see you. We're trying to get finished. We're coming up on 3 hours and 45 minutes here. So, but I'm glad you popped in. We just did number 9 of our pick 10. So we're fixing to do number 10. Oh, Danny's ready. She set it up there. I'm sorry, Danny. I missed you saying you were ready. I was waiting. All right, let's go on. Number 10 is, woo, oh no, it's a big one. Okay, we're not going to do this one. I'm just telling you right now. It says spray ink on a mat, water down, and drag your page through it. Now, if you want to, if you hate your page so much that would make it better, go for it. But I'm going to repick. Not happening. I agree, Becky. Use nail polish. If you don't have nail polish, just call it a wild card for you if you don't have nail polish. I have some, so I'm going to get it out and use it. But which one to use? I'm going to use this one just because it's fun and I've never used it for anything. I buy nail polish at Dollar Tree just to play with. I do not wear it on my nails because it never stays on. That's what I'm going to paint in here on the back of this. That's what I'm going to do. On the back of this, I'm going to paint my nail polish. So it will show. Oh, did you like that, Janet? That was a lot of fun to do. That's another one of those where I saw the video and then I had trouble finding it again when I was ready to do it. After this nail polish dries, I'm probably going to put on another coat of a dark something to cover up the, where you can see through it. I should have done that. I would have done that just now if I hadn't picked this one up first. So I'll have to let this one dry and then I'll come back over it and do another coat of nail polish to finish it off. Hi, Miss Allie Kay. It's good to see you. No, this is a pick 10. I just happened to be working on the back for this last prompt. This is number 10. And it was use nail polish. So, yeah, that's just my junk mail journal. I made this one just out of envelopes, Mark. Just a bunch of envelopes. I just opened some of them up and some of them I left like this. And this whole journal is just envelopes. I've got 2 of these. Let me get the other ones while we're waiting. That's not one of them. To try to figure out where I put that other one. Here it is. Okay. I don't know. I made 4 of these. I guess I thought I was going to do this forever. I don't know. But I've got this one that's also envelopes. And it's got some pages that we've already done in it. Trying to figure out if this is the one that has my horrible page in it. No, it must be the one I'm in right now that has my horrible page in it. But anyway, I've done the front and back of this one. Those were pick 10s. And then the front and back of this, no, the front was not a pick 10. The back of this one was a pick 10. And that one was a pick 10. And I think that may be all we've done in here. I've scribbled off some paint to get prepared, but yeah, I think that's all we've done in this one. And then the back and the front of this one are pick 10s. And this is a pick 10. And that's just where I scraped off some extra texture paste. And then in this book, the front of it was a pick 10. And let's see what else is in here. That was a pick 10. And the yucky page is in here somewhere too. This is a pick 10 where I melted the plastic in the envelope. Other than that, I like it pretty good. And this is my one I don't like. It didn't turn out so great. Oh, but that's all of them. Oh my goodness, that nail polish is eating through. Look at this. It's eating through the plastic. I don't know if you can see it. Right here, there's holes, and up there's holes, like moth holes or something. But it's that fingernail polish. Never would I have guessed that would happen. Okay, I guess I won't be putting fingernail polish on the back. I'll be putting something else. I'll glue down some kind of paper. Huh. Well. I'm just going to go ahead and glue something down because somewhere in here I've got some extra paper that I can put. Let's see if this blue will look good. No, that fingernail polish is not clear. I mean, I don't know, maybe it'll dry clear. No, that's weird. It's reacting with the plastic. So that part's not going to look good no matter what I put down. That makes me sad. Makes me sad. I think I've got some. I'm just going to put some of this blue paint over it. Because it's right here. We'll see how it looks. This may be a disaster, but it was already being a disaster with that fingernail polish. So sometimes the things you think are going to look horrible look great, and the things you think are going to look great don't so much. Oh, goodness. It's going through even more now. Okay. I'm just going to. Look at that. Oh, my goodness. That is just so weird. Yeah, I should have put black cardstock. Instead, I put some other paper because I didn't look at the chat in time. Because I should have looked for advice from my friends instead of just sticking something on there. Yeah, you can tell I'm not a nail polish aficionado. I never would have guessed that was going to happen. So I'll have to go back in when this is done and paint something in those holes there. Other than that, I think I like the page just fine. Well, this has been interesting. Oh, goodness. I want to remind you that next week, because it's my birthday, I'm going to eat with my family, and so I might be late. I'll try to be here at 7, but if I'm not, I'll be here by 7:30. So try at 7. And I know some of you are not getting notifications, like I didn't get notifications at Mary's on Friday. And it's funny because all her other videos, I get notifications for those, but her live stream, I didn't. So it's really weird. Anyway, if I'm not here at 7, come back at 7:30 or check in at 7:15 because I'm definitely not going to miss. I want to spend my birthday with y'all too. So, well, thank you, Mitzi. I told my daughter asked me why I was so excited about my birthday this year because usually I don't really care one way or the other. And I said, because I'm turning 55 and I can get the 25% discount at the thrift stores. Oh, yay. We've got Becky. No, Jerry was in here earlier, but she's not here now. She's having an August birthday. Mary's having an August birthday on the 18th. Mark's birthday is on the 16th. Mine's on the 13th. There were some other people that had August birthdays too. Was it Patricia Stubbs that has an August birthday, August 11th maybe? Yeah, it's a happy month. I can't remember. I was thinking there was a couple of other people. Mitzi's was the 1st of August. See, August is a good month. Okay, well, I'm going to let y'all go. Thank you, Danny. Hi, Tricia. I haven't seen you in the chat. Have you been lurking or did you just now show up? Because I'm just now fixing to say goodbye. Makes me sad that I didn't know you were here or you didn't come till just now. Good night, Mary. You just showed up. Well, I'm sorry. And this is such a long one. It may take them 2 days to get the beginning of it up. But since you're here, I'm going to show you real quick. This is my pick 10. I want to show you what we did in the fabric journal. Just a second. Let me show you. I did a collage in my fabric journal. And so that was fun. And then I just did I played with some painty papers. I'll show you that too real quick, what those look like. Because they're dry now, I can take these out. So that's what I did tonight, Tricia. Painty papers and fabric journal and a pick 10. I'm sorry that you didn't get here till late, but it will be up in a couple of days. The whole thing will be up there for replay, but it takes them a long time for some reason to get those first 2 hours. Ready? Post pictures. I love you all. You have a great night. Sleep well.